three of us. Make up your minds.
She told my wife, you need to go in
Sheridan,
your
I
house.
understand.
You don't understand.
I do. I'm asking you to calm down.
I said y'all acting like little kids.
Hold on.
When you get to be 64 years old and you come home and your wife says she's been accosted by somebody with power equipment in their hand and told to go in your house.
I'm
Go
27.
in
You
your
done told me
own
for 2
house.
years you was coming to cut a tree
Go
down
in your own
house.
house
Cut
4 times.
Hey,
4 times. There's no call for that. Besides the fact she was on private property.
I'm trying to make it look nicer out here, but don't nobody appreciate nothing. I reckon y'all wanted to look like
There's a
all
way
grown
to
up
carry
young.
on business without holding.
I hate to give you this at this time, but
Miss Perry, I agree, but the holler started early.
yeah, I'm sorry if I've been a little bit rowdy or boisterous, but when somebody starts lying in front of you, it's hard to take. I mean,
I think it's all the same.
yeah, they're all the same. It's just a notice that she printed up because she figures the
And let
next
me ask you a
time.
question.
Yeah.
You're saying before I come and look at things, but you can.
No. Anybody can come late.
Well, I'm just making sure, Mr. Bill. I'm trying not to infringe on nobody because I'm that way about my property. I just don't want anybody right on my property either. And I understand what you're saying. And like I said, I'll come by there Wednesday evening. I'm assuming that's when you get home.
Yeah,
I will look at everything.
we just don't appreciate somebody swinging chainsaws and going a little bit crazy.
Sir, we were not using chainsaws.
Oh, really? What do you cut trees with like this? Your teeth?
My loppers.
They ain't
And
no
they
lopper
got
like
that
that.
big
I mean.
round. I have two pieces
hey,
sitting right there.
stop.
Yeah.
Mr. Bell,
So that's yeah.
does this mean, just city employees or council members and everything? I mean, I can't come by and say, hey, do you anymore?
No, you can come visit all you want.
All right, is it,
Just don't start destroying private property.
all right, well,
Okay, thank you, sir.
It might not be.
Perhaps we ought to talk first.
but it's saying that you're not giving us permission, you know, time I spoke to you. But now this is saying that I can't come on there at all.
You got one on you.
So it's got to be one way or the other, because if I, I come by and talk to you from time to time, and
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to, get in trouble by coming by and saying, hey, you see what I mean, because of this.
Okay. But see,
I need you to
my wife and I both feel
Todd,
that
I need
it's
you
just,
to read this.
how do you say, retaliation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I mean, it's like the day the rose bushes disappeared out of the city sign. I called, we made a report of vandalism. I replanted them, trimmed them back, went and bought more dirt because it was missing. And the following Monday, it disappeared again. And finally I figured out it must have been the city. So I come and asked Davina. She called me a bitch. She's lying right now just like
I
she
did not.
lied before.
The mayor was right.
The mayor was right there. And also, 2 years ago, those bushes were cut down in the middle of the drought.
Hey,
Perennials were pulled out, and Ms. Davina didn't know anything about it. But yet the day I confronted her with this one, she said she was the one who did it. So I can't believe a word she says. And you, sir,
remove this chair, but I'll get on. This will be, whatever.
I'm sorry I'm upsetting you. Sometimes the truth does bother people.
Have a good night.
And sometimes people don't know the truth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Other than this small group, I'd like to say for the rest of the citizens in the north, south, and west, we're extremely happy with the service we've been getting. And,
Wait till they come and cut your communities down.
well, we'll deal with that.
Now,
But I'm serious, I mean, I think this town looks better than it's ever
I
looked.
would like this read, and please, everybody turn the camera on while I read. I'm not proper English, so if
John
I
Michael, please
enunciate a word, I apologize.
John Michael, hold on, I want my son out of the picture.
She's against law,
She said
says
she
that's
respected
underage
that.
child on the internet.
Go over and sit by Mr.
John Michael,
Go sit by
sit
Mr.
by
Day.
Dave.
I've been trying to keep him out.
Now, I was handed this, and this is to compensate anybody with a no trespassing order. You cannot just go in there, of course. But a municipality and its authorized agents and employees shall have the authority to enter upon lands in the municipality for the purpose of making such surveys, soundings, drillings, and examinations as the municipality may deem necessary or desirable to accomplish the purposes of this title. Such entry shall not be deemed a trespass, nor shall be deemed an entry which would constitute a taking in the condemnation proceeding. However, reasonable notice, again I state, reasonable notice shall be given to the owner or occupant of the property to be entered. Such entry shall be done in a reasonable manner with as little inconvenience as possible to the owner or occupant of the property, and the municipality shall make reimbursement for any actual damages resulting from such entry. So basically what it's saying is, you don't just go on this property period, but if anything comes up, water line or anything like that is busted that belongs to the city, you have to enter. You're gonna have to get notice. You tear up the grass, we're gonna have to replace the grass. So I wanted everybody to hear that, including the citizens and everything.
I asked the name of that.
It's,
What is it?
Section 32-4-92.
Of,
Oh,
is it a zone,
O.C.G.A.
is it a charter, is it a GA, is
That's
it a law? What is it?
official.
It's the official
Code.
Georgia.
Georgia code.
okay.
Thank
You wanna?
you. Yeah, if I could just copy down.
Yes, and I apologize, I have a hard time reading small print.
Comes with that age when you hit 64.
Okay.
Thank you, Mayor, for recognizing me. First off, I'd like to say that the work order that supposedly was on my property had been completed by Gary and his helper, whom I believe was Miss Olivia's grandson, but I'm not certain that I have that right. Matter of fact, I stayed out there with him and asked him to do even more trimming than what he asked to do, and he was willing to do so. And when he was done, I asked him, is this sufficient? And he said, yes, it was. The second thing is, I request to be put on the agenda to speak to right-of-ways next month so that there will be time passed and so that tempers will be cooled. Please put me on the agenda.
And it would have to be in discussion, we have to know ahead of time, what you want on the agenda.
Right-of-ways.
Right away.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, I did do that work order, and when I asked for it, it was not done. They went down to do it, and Debbie stopped them, said she would do it herself, because the branches was over the road, and they was so far out, they was, if you were coming on the right side.
Excuse me, stop.
Excuse me,
Miss
Mayor.
Sapp, that's an ethics violation. There's no one deaf in this room, and you're having a conversation with sign language. That is an ethics violation.
That's no more in violation than
But,
somebody
ma'am,
having an
there's
outburst.
everyone in here, so what you're telling me is, and film this,
Oh,
I can sit
oh
here,
my gosh.
I can
Look,
sit
I'm
here.
only here to talk about the filming of the camera. I'm not here for any of the other issues, so please stop referring to me. I mean, I've never been to a city council meeting like this. The
I agree.
only people I wanted to talk to was her and the mayor about the filming inside of this meeting. I have nothing to do with any of these other issues. I didn't come here for that, and please stop referring to me
Ma'am, I didn't
for
holler,
that.
ma'am, I understand, I didn't
Okay.
holler at you, so please don't holler at me.
Could I make a motion to adjourn?
We need to go into executive session first. We have some, city employee issues that we have to deal with. It's very pressing. Very pressing. So
It's
at
not
this
on the
time.
agenda.